It's 5 a.m. We've already been driving for 2 hours. There's still a long, long way to go. Let's do it, mate. Well, that's 20 minutes of four-wheel driving, 20 more, and we're at the spot. Let's go, Chris. We are around 6 hours south of Perth. This is Chris Dixon. Now, Chris, he just loves walking to the edge of the earth to try and find big fish. I've got a question for you, Chris. Yeah. Have you ever heard of a website called boatsales.com.au?
Never heard of it.
This boy's got a problem. Seriously, you love doing the miles to get the smiles. How far are we going to walk today after we've just driven about 9 hours?
Well, first hurdle's the hill behind us, and then probably about an hour after that before we get to the ledge.
You know what? It is all about the journey, not the destination. Although I do hear the destination is pretty special. Let's walk, mate.
Awesome.
You carry the rods because it'll just help with stability. I'll just carry this light pack. Looking forward to doing that in reverse, Chris.
Yeah, this bit will be fun.
Oh. You should roll because anything could happen here. And abseiling is not my forte. Oh, look at that. Like a pro. So, are we halfway yet?
Nearly.
Yeah, good.
Getting there. About halfway on what it'll take for us to get back anyway.
At the moment, we're there by tomorrow, so it'll be perfect.
Yeah, fishing tomorrow.
Have you checked the tides for tomorrow? I come here all the time, so it's probably best that I lead. I can just feel how nervous my wife is watching this. So apparently, now we're coming to the easy part.
Easier in a way.
Yeah, really.
It's not rocks.
Oh, that's good. I just want to take a seat for a second, Chris. It's easy to miss the situation and not. Now that is a good view. I'll get up and just get up again now. Always take the time.
At least you're appreciating the view.
Well, you can just look at your feet the whole way and miss that sort of stuff. So, Chris, we must be here. I can see the water's edge.
Yeah, we've still got about 30 minutes to go. Getting there.
You know what I like about you, Chris? Not much at this stage. Not much. The reason we're taking the high ground here is because this stuff, this wet rock that's black, is known as black ice. You touch that, you're gone. Always avoid it, because it would not be a good way to start your day. So get down low. At least the walk's getting easier.
It's like stairs.
Yeah,
just a bit more extreme.
Much the same, only not. I can feel we're getting close.
Very close now.
Set up camp, mate.
This is it.
So, how the conditions look?
It's pretty good.
Yep.
The water's nice and clean. That's a good start. It's a little bit choppy. Don't like it too calm. So it's all working in our favour. So should be a good day.
We've got about half an hour of setting up to do. Everything's been packed down for the trip. We'll get that done, and then finally we get to cast in that beautiful water.
Let's get some fish.
I cannot wait. After a massive walk, days, weeks of anticipation, you're just so keen to get a line in the water. Chris is still rigging. I've got one rod rigged, but the most important thing here, of course, is safety. So, water snake on. If we happen to go in, at least I can inflate this. And these boots, unbelievable on the rocks. I carried them the whole way. Well, actually, that's a lie. He did. But so crucial. You got good footing, and you got this just in case you go in.
We'll get the slide bait rod out now. What we do is we cast out this grapnel sinker, let it get snagged on the reef, and then we can clip on a fresh bait when we catch it and send it out and turn it into something bigger.
You always fish from up here?
Yeah, it's just a bit easier with your line angle. Keeps you up nice and high. We can always run down lower if we need to land fish. Keeps us up nice and safe up here as well.
Well done.
Yep.
That was in close.
Yep, close there.
I'll get this out of the way. He hit right on the edge, this fish.
Oh, he's going down there.
He's going in.
His leader's there.
Yep, I'll give you a hand. What do you want me to do?
No, I'll try and wash him up with the waves.
Not a monster, or?
No, it's not huge. He's just tangled in the rock there.
Unbelievable. There he is.
Big harlequin.
Big harlequin. How beautiful is that? Harlequin fish looks like a coral trout of the south. Do you want to lift him?
You want to lead that or walk back?
Yep. Oh, it's coming, mate. That is an absolute gem of a harlequin.
That is a horse.
That is the coral trout of the south. Now, I don't see a lot of these. Size-wise, how's it rate?
That's one of the biggest ones I've seen.
Well, that is just amazing.
Huge.
Behind these pectoral fins, beautiful red dots. I don't think they're actually related to a coral trout.
I don't think so, no.
But I'm pretty sure they were popped out of the same mould. Mate, Landbased, that is almost the fish of a lifetime. Well done.
Awesome.
Well, the biggest rule is never turn your back on the sea, but I got my camera crew, they are watching very carefully, and as you can see, the rocks are dry. Chris has told me I can put this fish back. It's going to be a fair old throw. I'll wait for a bit of a surge, and this guy is going to go, what was all that about? Here we go, there's one coming now. I've got to go. Oh, goal! I think we might have something like an Australian salmon here. I literally belted this out and I saw a heap of whitewater, mate.
It looked like a school of salmon came through.
It did, and there's other fish under there too. Look at that silver flash. This is unbelievable. Oh, look at the salmon with him. Look at them all. This is just crazy, crazy. So here I just lift, mate.
Yep, if we can wash him up with the wave. Just wash it up with the wave, take your time. Just hold him there, that's it.
That is a big salmon. Now I know why we're using 150-pound leader. Look at the size of this horse. Oh my goodness, that is an absolute truck, mate. That is, dare I say it? How you going holding him, mate?
He's not doing too well. He's,
That is
kicking all over the place.
about as big. I'll try and help you. That's about as big as Australian salmon get. Now, I'm sure you're from Western Australia, mate. You see them like this all the time.
We do, certain times of the year, but this is a good fish.
But from a boy from Victoria who once went down to Williamson's Beach, couldn't even afford waders, and his feet went blue to catch 100-gram salmon, this is pretty exciting. And there's a lot more out there.
Yeah, there's a big school out there.
Oh, this is unbelievable. What a fish.
Great fish. We've got our burley bag with a heap of crushed up pillies, a few herring in it as well. Chuck that in the water, gets the fish fired up, brings them to us, and hopefully we can get something big out of it.
When you're rock fishing, there's a fine line. You need all the gear, but you also got to remember you've got to carry it a long way, so you should only bring the essentials. This is called a cliff gaff, and you use it on a rope. Very clever bit of gear. It's got 3 separate prongs that all open and close. You basically slide your line through that gap, you run the rope down like that, gravity feeds it, and then when it goes over the top of a fish, literally goes over, and then bang, grabs the fish, and you then drag it up with the rope. You would not come to any area like this without a cliff gaff, because you physically can't pull these monster fish up the stones without it. So the placky I'm running, squidgy 150mm whip bait in white, 2.5 ounce jig head, and I'm using S factor just so the fish hang on that little bit longer. What do I do, mate?
Just let him go. He's obviously bigger than what you can slow down, so let him go wide.
That was just a little tap, and then bang, he's going. Look at that smoke.
That is a big Samson fish, I think.
You reckon?
Yep. Moving very quickly.
That was just mind-blowing, seriously.
Get my rod out of the way.
Such a great hit, eh?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was literally that bang, and then he went. This is just mind-blowing. To hook monstrous fish off the rocks. He's taken well over 100 metres.
Easily on that first run.
Now this is my 45-pound 40G braid, mate. We're gonna need everything going our way. I've got the Osea plugger, full throttle rod. It's my GT rod. Stella 14,000. I went for the lighter braid because I wanted the castability, but it's always a trade-off, isn't it?
Yeah, you get the extra distance, but you don't get the extra protection of the heavier braid gives you.
Now, people would say 45-pound braid. Seriously, that's not light, but talk about the gear you use in these scenarios.
We're normally using 80 to 100-pound gear, and we still regularly lose big fish.
Wow. Because of the environment?
It's most of the fish. If you can't stop them from getting to the reef, they'll bust you off, and then trying to land a fish with all the barnacles in front of you, if your line touches the rocks, it's all over. So the thicker your line, the easier it is, and the more mistakes you can make, and you can still get that fish in.
So you're saying before, if I get this fish close, and the line's about to touch the rocks, open the bail and just feather it?
Open the bail arm, keep tension on, but very, very lightly, and you can let the fish go. The fish will swim out. By that stage, they're not going to have enough energy to brief you straight away.
Yep.
And they'll try and swim back clear again, away from the edge of the rocks, and then you can fight the fish and get it back in again.
Mate, you do this a lot more than me. I want you to tell me exactly what you think I should do at every second, okay?
Yep, well, he's holding in a good area. He's done a big arc and stayed away from most of the reef, so he's still a long way out. As he gets in closer, though, we need to try and keep him away too far to the left or the right of us. Because he's heading this way, if we can walk back that way, because by the time he gets over there, hopefully he should be on enough of an angle to swing around. It's all about keeping your line angle and steering the fish in the right direction.
The hard thing here is you don't want to get too close to the rocks because you're so scared, but without getting too close to the rocks, you can't see the fish.
Yeah, it's a hard situation. The line's getting closer.
Scary.
Yeah, he's still down quite deep, so okay, just try and hold him, don't try and fight him.
Yep. I see him, I see him.
See the fish,
yep.
There's the fish. Okay, now open the bail arm because he's turned, and just hold that line, and he should swim to the left of us. Yeah, he's clear now. Now close it again. Okay, he's gone to the left now.
I see him there,
You
yep.
see the fish there. So tense.
Tell me if you want that bail open.
Open it, yep. We'll try and get the fish to go that way. By giving him line, he should suck out and swim to the left. Oh, this is hard. Oh, there he is on the surface, big Sambo. Big Sambo on the surface.
Oh, look at the size of him.
Let him go to the left. Okay. I'm gonna have to go down there and we'll try and lead this fish up. So keep that line off the rocks, open the bail arm.
That's it.
No, stop there.
Need a swell, come on, come on.
We need some wave.
That's it. Oh, he's gonna pull him off, yes. Oh, hang on. This is such tense moments. We need a big wave to pull him up and get lightning braid. Oh, it's a big fish. This could be the one.
We just need a wave.
We're putting a cliff gaff on. This thing goes over the line and slides down. It's the only way we'll get this fish up. Oh. Okay, it's going to slide down to you.
Quick, Aaron.
It's on its way. The cliff gaff goes over the line. I'll try and hold it up high for you.
This is hard on this angle.
I'll lift this.
Oh no! Oh no, the cliff gaff's off, pull it up. Aaron, this side of me.
So Aaron is Chris's brother.
Very, very fine.
He's been helping us all day, carrying stuff in. He's got the cliff gaff. He's trying to put it on this fish. Is literally, it's coming up a bit. Oh, that hurts. We're literally at the edge. But the gaff just...
Yep. You've got it. It's in his jaw. It's in his jaw.
He's got it.
It's just sitting in his jaw.
It's just in, boys. It is just in.
Keep going, let him go. He's fine here now.
That is a big fish from the stones.
Oh, wow.
Boys. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, grab that fish. Oh. Woohoo! Look at this thing. A Samson from the stones. That is absolutely epic.
That is massive.
That is a beast. I want to try and get this fish back in the water. Oh, yes, on a blackie too. Well, Chris, we came here today hoping for the fish of a lifetime. I think it delivered.
I think we've well and truly done that for you today.
This is mind-blowing, seriously. To catch a fish this big anywhere in the world on a boat would be epic, but to walk down the stones, cast a soft plastic, catch this on 45-pound braid, this is why you do it, isn't it, mate?
This is phenomenal. This is the rush that we do it for.
Absolutely amazing. We've measured him, what was he?
It's 126 to the fork.
Whew, that fish is over 130 centimetres, 1.3 metres. We're going to spear him back. We want him to live, but this is a moment I'll never forget. Remember these names, Dixon and Dixon. These boys, they rock. So we've swum this fish for 10 minutes. You happy?
Yeah, it's kicking lots. It should be healthy to release. We've done everything we can to get this fish back, so we'll let him go now.
Go for it, mate. All up to you. I've got the back of your shirt.
Yep.
Safety is paramount.
Yeah,
it's all about looking after us. But these fish are extremely tough, and this is how they do it in the West. They do the slide.
Okay, we'll wait for this next wave coming up when the water comes up, and we'll just gently slide him in.
Now, you've obviously done a bit of this.
Done it a few times. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
It's like a slip and slide.
And he's gone. Oh, look, you see he's swimming. He's swimming.
He's
look at that.
Swimming.
He is swimming and powering down underneath the rocks. Mate, there's only one thing left to do.
That's awesome.
I love hugging men. They bring me to the greatest spots in the world, and we catch incredible fish. That, seriously, I have no words. No words at all. That fish just blew my mind. You'll notice we threw it on this IGFA official measure map. It went 125 to the fork, metre 25. We believe it may be a catch and release world record. These world records come out probably about 8 years ago now. The whole idea is you catch fish, measure them and put them back. The fish must swim away for it to be a world record. And I'm a huge advocate for this, because how good is it to get a world record and know the fish is still out there for someone else to catch? Well done, IGFA. Good work, mate. That was close too, wasn't it?
Yep. I think it's another bigger harlequin.
Well done. This spot is mind-blowing. Just watch yourself there. It gets very steep very quick. It's got some weight.
It's actually got some weight. It's not a harlequin.
It's not a harlequin.
No, it's better.
I have an idea of what this might be.
Oh, the line on the rocks there.
You right, mate?
Yep. Just trying to keep that line clear of the rocks there.
You can feel him still?
Yeah, he's still there. I'm just gently
lifting
because my
up.
line's on that rocks.
I see it.
Once I've got leader there, we'll be all right. But
oh, I just saw it.
Oh, it's a jewfish.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a jewfish, a West
It's
Australian
a West Australian jewfish off the rocks. Take your time. Here's your chance. Here's your chance.
No, leader on the
Oh,
rock.
he's stuck on the rock. Hang on, wait for this wave. Oh, he's there. I can see him. That's it.
Okay, I need to walk back.
Yep, I've got you. I've got you.
I'm right if you want to let go. I just need to time a wave and walk back.
This is a West Australian jewfish off the rocks on a soft plastic. Keep going, keep going. It's a solid fish too.
It's a very good fish. Watch your rod, watch the rod. Oh, that got a bit scary.
Bit more. That's it.
Oh my God.
That is a good fish.
That is a very good fish.
Holy snapping. I'm just going to get to this leader.
Are you right there?
Yep.
Just keep this line clear of you. Once you've got that leader, you'll be okay.
Big fish. Big fish. Stop it. Mate, that is a dewy on a soft plastic off the stones. Mate,
That is phenomenal.
that is like winning a leg on the Tour de France using a unicycle. That's how special that fish is. The WA Jew, massive eye. They love 3 to 65 metres of water, but to get on a plucky's good. Land-based, mate, what does it mean to you?
That is phenomenal. They are the holy grail of land-based fishing.
That is just, mate, I'm speechless. Dewey on a plucky. Without further ado, congratulations.
Thank you
Unbelievable.
very much. We've had him in the rock pool, ready for release now. He's nice and healthy. We'll throw him back. They are such an awesome fish. That's great.
Bait fishing off these rocks can be very good at times too, so I'm just going to keep trying different things. This is a paternoster, you'll notice a small swivel around a large swivel. That gives me the dropper. Beautiful Gamakatsu 7.0 live bait hook. Nice piece of salmon belly flap. About a metre of dropper to my sinker. That's on a loop so I can change it. This rig, pretty much deadly anywhere in the world.
Well, that's a good fish, good fish.
Oh. This was so close to the rocks, and it felt lots of little bites. I left it there, mate. And then heaps of weight,
That's a heavy fish.
It is heavy. Do I crank up on it? Like, what's the plan?
Oh, there
I
it
can
is down
see
there.
him.
We can see the shape. Oh, that is a very good fish. I'll get this burley bag out of your way.
Yep. It's big. He's against the rocks. What do I do now?
If your line's touching the rocks, just open that bail arm and let him swim.
I can't see where he is. There he is.
He's over there, yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to go down there so I can leader it up.
This is just mind-blowing.
Your line's touching on the rocks, take it easy.
Opened up.
Yep.
I have no idea what this is.
Just gently trying to get to the leader.
Show me what to do, mate.
Okay, leader's here. We'll just gently wash it. Oh, it's a big Jew.
Oh, I think it's a West Australian jewfish.
It's a
I can't
very
believe
big
it. It's a jewy.
Just wait up, your line's very damaged.
Slowly come back.
Your line's damaged on the rocks, just gently walk back.
Oh, no.
I've got the leader.
No way.
Oh my God.
No way. It's a jewy and it's a beast. It is a beast.
That is a massive Jewfish.
Oh, come, brother, come. Today just gets better and better and better to next level. These are the premier fish of West Australia, endemic to this state, catching them off the stones. Now, the average angler may not understand why we're so excited, but can you explain what this fish means?
This fish is the holy grail of land-based. They are very, very uncommon. And this is massive. For a jewfish, this is huge.
So we've just measured this fish, 82 to 83 centimetres. Now, how long have you been targeting these things land-based, mate?
It took us nearly 5 years to get one land-based.
Yep.
Since then, we've got a handful, and this is the biggest we've seen off the rocks.
I'd just like to thank the Dixon Brothers for bringing me here today, my mother and father, and all those in the academy for helping me catch this West Australian jewfish. These fish are very closely related to the pearl perch on the east coast of Australia. This leading line here, does that tell us anything about his sex?
That's a male fish with the long tail on it.
There you go, look at that tail too there, that caudal fin, that is all about power. Big mouth, the mouth is so big it's designed for taking invertebrates, fish and holding them in that mouth till they're ready to swallow. I dreamt that one day I'd come to West Australia and catch a jewfish. I've done that, but now to do it off the stones, that isn't even a dream, it is beyond that. Are you happy I just put the GPS coordinates of this little platform up?
I really hope not.
I think someone's buying me dinner tonight. I've got a little bit of bribery. West Australia Jew, I have to say it, no further ado, I'm impressed. Look at this magnificent West Australian jewfish, one of the best eating fish on the planet, but I really want to let it go. And this rock pool is just sensational. High tides, big winds have swept some salt water in here. So we vented this fish, we're swimming him, and he's in excellent condition. Not long till he goes back. So good to be able to see a fish like this in this environment. It is beautiful. The West Australian jewfish, one of the tastiest fish on the planet, but way too special to take today. We vented this fish, got all the air out of his belly. We've swum him in the pool for 10 minutes. I'm waiting for a big wave. Here it comes, a surge now, and he is swimming. That is so good. He literally hit head first. He's gone down, and that is the most incredible feeling ever. I can't see that fish anymore. I'm hanging on the rocks, I've got special boots on, it's safe. But to think that we not only caught West Australian jewfish from the rocks, we released them as well. I'm a very, very lucky individual. I know that, but you make your own luck. My producer Tom contacted Chris over a year ago. We want the very best day of the year. Chris said it is today. We planned, the wind worked our way. We went for the long walk. We wanted the big rewards. We came, we conquered. That is amazing. When I use bigger baits on single hooks, I like to just literally pin them through once. They sit in the current beautifully, they don't tangle and get all ugly. Plus, see that? No matter what that hook does, I've always got penetration. The one thing you want to watch though, always check there's not a scale like that on the end of your hook, which sometimes happens when you put it through. If a fish grabs that, it's like armour, you will not catch it. So, always check for the scale, pin it, let it swing free, you'll have better results. Oh, shit! Oh, come on! Oh, I was trying to tuck my t-shirt in. You reckon there's something different again?
I think you've got another jew or a snapper.
Oh, I was trying to tuck my shirt in and nearly pulled it out from between my legs, mate.
Might be a little sambo.
Oh my goodness me. This is just ridiculous. Now I'm going to let you in a little secret. Should I tell them?
Yeah, I think we need to.
So the boys just wanted some pretty shots of me fishing before we left. And the braid that I've got this fish on has about 2 strands actually still connected. It's 80-pound multicolour fins. And I only threw a bait out just to get a shot. And as Murphy's Law would have it, Chris, what happened?
Tucking your shirt in and away it goes.
So the chance of me landing this fish, Chris, out of 10, what are you saying?
Oh, it's a 1 or a 2, it's not very good.
You know what? Odds. Smods, I say. We can do anything, because we give it a go. That's ridiculous. It literally awesome. Nearly pulled it out. It just went tap, tap.
Between your legs as well.
Now you're thinking this may be a small sambo?
I think so. It's doing all the things like a sambo would, but it could also be a very large jew. Just getting the gaff ready. If we somehow get this fish in.
If we do, it'll be a miracle. I feel like a bit of a goose, Chris, but
Murphy's Law.
Oh, that Irishman gets me every time. Well, in case you've just joined us, I've got a very large fish on, and my braid is, well, it says 80 pound on the packet. What do you think it's down to at the moment, breaking strain wise? 10?
Oh, probably. It didn't look too good when we brought it up last time.
It rubbed on the rocks earlier, and I didn't change it because I was literally just casting in to get a shot for the boys. And now I've hooked something very big. It's coming towards me, Chris. I'm just going to keep the pressure on slowly. I want it to come up out there. I'm going slow and steady.
Yep, we'll just take it easy on this fish and pray it all holds together.
Slow and steady. He's going out to the left now. He's getting that white water right there.
We may want to come to the right while he's going to the left, just to keep him away from that corner.
He's close. He's just at the edge of the white water.
Yeah. We'll see this fish any second now.
He's not far away, mate.
He's come back around the right direction now, so he's in a good spot.
There he is.
Well, there's a fish under it.
What colour is it?
It's brown. I think it might be a Samson fish. There's the leader. Oh, take it easy. The leader's just on the barnacles there. It's off. Samson fish.
Sambo. That's a Samson.
If you can walk back a little, I'll try and get this.
He's on the rocks there. Yep.
I'll try and get this cliff gaff on.
A chance to land this fish, mission impossible. This is not easy. We've got a cliff gaff, we've got to run down the line. We've got about 10-pound breaking strain left after that last fish I caught. That beautiful West Australian jewfish. And Chris is doing his best to get this gaff in.
Just so I can get that gaff down to him.
Got him?
Got him through the mouth as well.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh. Man, grab me if you need me. Seriously.
How did you land that?
Seriously, come up here where it's safe. OMG. I cannot believe I landed that fish on this gear with that braid in that condition.
It is absolutely destroyed. I don't know how it held up, but it did.
Just goes to show, if you take your time, if you drag back up, anything can happen. Now look at this. To see the resilience of these Samsons, that's a very old wound. I mean, that could be anything, couldn't it, mate?
It's started healing over, so it could be weeks, months old.
It is ugly, but just goes to show how tough these things are. Cereoli hippus. Cereol as a family hippos means strong like hippo. He's going to be fine. We're going to put this fish back. I cannot believe the fishing in this part of the state today just gets better by the second. Chris?
This is fantastic.
Just need somewhere to rest the guns. That'll be my gun rack. I'm kidding. That's amazing. I've got you, mate. So, what do they call this?
A slide release.
The slide release. So because this is like the black ice we saw earlier, it almost acts like the algae just slides it in.
It's like a slip and slide for a fish.
When you're ready, mate.
He goes.
That is just the best. That fish is going straight back. There he is. He's kicking. He's going.
He's kicking.
He's going. Look at that. And away he goes. He's swimming.
Off he goes.
Mate, I did not know. I've been coming to WA for a long time. You had a wet and wild for fish in this beautiful part of the world.
Now you do.
Woo! Well, I always say there's 3 parts to every fishing trip. The planning, the doing, and the discussing. Let's discuss today, Chris, because seriously, I do a lot of fishing, so do you. How do you rate today's trip?
Today was just awesome. There's no other word to describe it. We had an absolute dream day on the rocks, as good as it could ever get.
You're right, West Australian jewfish off the rocks on artificials and bait. Massive Australian salmon that I travel around the world to catch. Those Samson fish, when it came up on the stones and you saw it, did your heart sink just a little bit?
I was a little bit worried about how we're going to get it up, but once we got it up, it's just a great feeling to see that fish, and especially to get it for you guys. It's just great.
Just 3 words, absolutely mind-blowing. Make sure you follow Dixon Brothers Fishing on Instagram. These guys, pardon the pun, they rock.